Introducing first, sponsored by the Marking Out Network, podcast and
Oh, wait a minute.
It's Brittnie Brooks and Jazmin Allure. Now this, honestly, Brittnie, we didn't discuss this in the back, but truly, baby, this shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, we have seen Jazmin Allure. She went after Izzy. If you make an enemy of Izzy, it says a whole lot about your personality. Brittnie Brooks, you should have known.
Well, this might have been foreseen by you, Veda, but definitely not foreseen by Brittnie Brooks, the future legend. Pink Perfection in the building here tonight. Oh. The bell now being sounded for. Definitely an unfair start here for this competition.
Jazmin Allure was so calculating with her attack, but then she forgot to remember to realize that the bell has to ring for the match to begin. Again, Jazmin Allure is just so focused on being dastardly.
Well, there's a lot that is left to be desired for Jazmin Allure when it comes to the consciousness and the morality department. But Brittnie Brooks, definitely one hell of a competitor in all regards. The cover here for Brittnie Brooks is she has her opportunity for the very first time competing for the Hurricane Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
And that would be quite the feather in the cap of Brittnie Brooks. She did come out wearing a hat, by the way. But Brittnie Brooks is someone who is having an absolute breakout year. She just became the first ever Dreamwave Women's Champion. Now she's become Hurricane Champion. Whoa! And Jazmin Allure knows that title was almost in danger.
You want to talk about former champions. Jazmin Allure, a former Mission Pro Wrestling champion. However, sadly, the shortest ever reigning Mission Pro Wrestling champion.
It still counts. It's on the record books. You can look it up.
You're right about that. Cover here for Jazmin, too.
I mean, Jazmin herself will make sure you know that she is a former Mission Pro champion.
And she'll never forget to tell you exactly who she beat for at La Rosa Negra. However, she tends to forget who defeated her the same night.
I mean, that again, you can look it up. I'm not going to talk about it. I will talk about this roll-up by Brittnie Brooks, so that was close.
Close but no cigar here for Brittnie Brooks. Two women, a lot of motivation in this matchup. Brittnie Brooks only 19 years of age. The cover here for Jazmin.
Brittnie Brooks, she's someone who really just seems to be all over the place, and it was inevitable that she would end up here in Mission Pro. Now, there's a cover by Jazmin. It was inevitable that Brittnie Brooks would end up here in Mission Pro. She has a lot of attention on her, and I gotta say, knowing what I know about Jazmin Allure, I think maybe Jazmin kind of takes a little bit personally. There's a lot of eyes on Brittnie Brooks. She is all over the country right now.
Well, the last time that we saw Jazmin Allure was a moment with a lot of eyes on it as well, as Jazmin defeated the debuting Izzy Marino in her very first professional wrestling matchup.
Yeah, and that's another accolade that Jazmin doesn't want anyone to forget about, but it's true. She did. And she also did antagonize Izzy, like, even into that match happening in the first place. Jazmin Allure is not afraid to do whatever it takes to get eyes on her, whether it be fighting Izzy Moreno, cover here, whether it be fighting Izzy Moreno, whether it be taking on Brittnie Brooks, someone who is becoming an absolute star. Jazmin Allure wants eyes on her.
We'll be seeing Izzy Marino in the singles competition coming up very soon. The cover here for Jazmin Allure.
Cover with a handful of hair. Great officiating. But Jazmin Allure, again, yes, just had a whole hunk of hair in her fist.
We want to shout out Jazmin Allure's sponsor for the evening, Eric Kovada. Eric, thank you so much for sponsoring great Mission Pro Wrestling talent, as well as Brittnie Brooks' sponsor, the Marking Out Network podcast.
Sounds like Jazmin does still have some fans in the crowd. Maybe some people who just don't like kids after that whole Izzy debacle.
There's definitely some individuals with a lot of respect for Jazmin Allure, just given all her accomplishments that we mentioned in the past, but also the blatant success that she's had all throughout her time here in Mission Pro.
Well, I mean, we might jest about the one-day to less than one-day title reign, but Jazmin is, roll up here. I was about to say Jazmin is the current Hurricane Pro Women's Champion. That almost came to an end.
Yep, cover here for Jazmin Allure. Saving the day for her Hurricane Pro Women's Championship reign, defeating someone who has been seen many a time here at Mission Pro Wrestling for that championship, the Big Buzz, Danny B. Ever since then, Jazmin Allure has been reigning and dominating across Beaumont, Texas, and all across the state of Texas as Hurricane Pro Women's Champion.
And this is just disrespectful, scraping her boot across the face of Brittnie Brooks, and Brooks has had enough.
Oh my, and Jazmin's gonna have to watch out here for the cover. The 2, and just the 2. We are not moving to 3 tonight. At least that is if Brittnie Brooks has anything to say about it. It's the first time these two women have ever faced off one-on-one in singles competition.
Again, with the role that both Jazmin and Brittnie are on, this match truly was inevitable. It was going to happen sooner or later. I'm really grateful that we can bring it to you here at Mission Pro. Look at Jazmin Allure's feeling good too.
Yeah, Jazmin's definitely making her moment here tonight. A moment that she hopes will end in her walking away still Hurricane Pro Women's Champion. Showcasing the smile of Brittnie Brooks is Jazmin Allure.
Oh, Brittnie held in position with an armbar, but also Jazmin has full hands on the jaw. Might even be slightly fish hooking Brittnie. Again, there's a level of disrespect to everything Jazmin Allure does.
Well, subtlety's never exactly been the strong suit of Jazmin Allure. You'll notice anytime she steps inside the squared circle, or even in one-on-one conversation, Jazmin Allure never the subtlest in any regard.
Oh.
But Brittnie Brooks is looking to walk away the Hurricane Pro Women's Champion tonight, and she's going to do whatever it takes to do so.
Jazmin out of the way. Once again, you can see her athleticism on display. But Brittnie Brooks just a little bit quicker there, and now, oh, Brooks all the way up top.
Look at this.
Oh, and this time a superplex was successful, but you can see the damage, the toll that it takes. When you go up top for a high-risk maneuver like that, you know that even if it connects, it takes so much out of you. Brittnie seems to be clutching maybe even onto her arm, her wrist.
A move like that is mutually assured destruction. However, someone is always going to take the worst of the outcome, and Brittnie Brooks makes her way back to her feet first.
Ooh, elbow up by Brooks. Jazmin keeps charging in, and Brittnie's able to use some of that momentum against her.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of fire here out of Pink. Perfection, single knee face breaker. Brittnie Brooks has to keep this momentum moving forward. The train has to keep rolling here tonight.
Well, Brittnie just got sent rolling all the way out to the apron. She nearly collided with the steps.
Brittnie Brooks inside and out with the elbow drop. Cover here for Brittnie Brooks. 2 counts. Say what you want about Jazmin Allure, but whenever the resilience needs to be tapped into, she is the first one to do it.
I mean, she is someone who you mentioned, only 19 years old, but still has started to make a name for herself around the United States. She's collecting championships. She is seconds away from collecting another one right here.
That is Brittnie Brooks, of course.
Brittnie Brooks in clear pain, holding onto her wrist. Jazmin was working over that arm before, but Brittnie is gutting through the pain. Jazmin, did she just ask for a timeout?
Oh! And that left arm becoming a prime target here for Jazmin Allure. There's a reason they call this woman top tier. Looking to shove Brittnie to the bottom echelon. The cover here.
Jazmin Allure fully confident in that pinfall attempt. But now the frustration may be starting to set in. Jazmin thought that when she jumped Brittnie in the opening seconds, it was over. Oh!
Rolling through here for Brittnie Brooks. No, not enough.
Brittnie had that scouted, and now facial reconstruction.
We're seeing it here tonight.
Oh, check Jazmin's nose. It looks a little, well, it's facial reconstruction. Jazmin's nose was fine before, so now, oh, I'm sorry, Jazmin. Brittnie Brooks again shaking out that arm.
Up into the carry.
Yeah, I don't think she could hold her up there with that injured arm.
Not at the very moment. She's going to have to put that arm to good use. Wants to walk away. The new Hurricane Pro champion.
Whatever was going on in that arm.
Jazmin Allure.
That's a wrap.
The cover. And feet on the bottom ropes to boot.
Here is your winner, and still the Hurricane Pro Women's Champion, top tier Jazmin Allure!
Jazmin Allure retaining that Women's Wrestling Championship from Hurricane Pro. And again, Brittnie Brooks, you got jumped. Brittnie Brooks, Jazmin Allure pinned you with her feet on the ropes, and it just, I hate to say it, but I feel like we should have seen that coming.
Well, a lot of great insight here tonight at Mission Pro Wrestling Thriller, but what an attempt there from Brittnie Brooks. Folks, we invite you to join us, the conversation on social media, hashtag MPW Thriller, all across X, Facebook, and Instagram.
And I mean, we're looking at costumes here, all sorts of Halloween antics. If you want to just tag us in a picture of your Halloween costume so I can judge it appropriately, you can do that too. Show of appreciation for Brittnie Brooks.
Yep.